Hello and welcome back to Planet Zoo to Karst Mire, where we're still struggling with our little thing over there, but doesn't really matter, does it? What's wrong with you guys? I'm assuming there's just too many of them. Yeah, okay. You two are going into the exit market. There we go. That should help. And where are these guys? Over here, yeah, that's the same thing, I assume. There we go. And something else is wrong? Oh, it's not clean. Well, that's an issue. Keeper-Rooney, help out. And in here we've got snakes. Yeah, those are fine. Okay. What's going on? Pear. Okay, everything's broken. We need more mechanics. Or I just got a sudden alert in the bug. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, we're not going to make it to gold, but just at the moment, I'm really just trying to finish this. So, obviously, if I only have one mechanic, it's not going to work out. Yeah, areas and everything as well. Anyways, I don't quite know what I'm going to do with this thing. Because while I can terraform, I can't really do any water editing and, you know, can't do much with that. Because I'd probably have to like do it all the way around here, right? Like this. But I don't think this stuff goes over the land, so... Because it's you know, underwater, right? But I mean, I'm gonna test it. See if I can actually run this up to land, can I? Okay, that's only that. No, you can't. Okay. That would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Oh well. We'll see about that later. For now, I'm gonna try and finish all the other things, if I can. Which is... yeah, 3 more species, a higher rating, and more guests. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably have to go through here anyways. But whatever, I think... How are my grizzlies doing? These are the latest animals we got. Our 2 grizzly bears. They're doing perfectly fine. Did I put up info boards? No. Might as well do that while we are here. After this scenario is finished, there will most likely be a 1-day break, and then the Australian scenario will continue, and after that we'll be back to our daily series, well, daily, not every day, but regular series of builds, where I will be building something random. As he had offspring again. Why? And I'm also probably going to go and actually take all of the zoos we get from this game mode and turn them into different zoos. Like properly planned zoos, not zoos in a timed scenario zoos. Okay. Let's see what other animals we can get. I'm gonna grab these 2, even though 2 aren't enough for a habitat. African wild dogs might work as well. How many do I need of those? Okay, well, I have like 3, that's fine. So I'm gonna have African wild dogs over here. Sorry, gotta check the information. I haven't done this in quite some time. There we go. They'll need, I think, quite a lot of space, but I'm gonna do it like this because they don't need that much water, I think. They don't need any water, actually, but you know. Gotta give them somewhere to drink. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. Next, we're gonna mark this as a habitat. So, as you can see, it's definitely doable to get this to at least copper, or like silver. For gold, I don't know, I'd probably just have to freak out less about building a ship. And then we'll probably be fine as well. I'm just not particularly good with rides in this game, so that's always a bit of an issue when... if they come up. And I understand that they're in the game, you know, they have all the programming done already since it's from Planet Coaster. But, like, why wouldn't they use it? Oh, what's wrong, May? Scared? Ah, there's too many animals. Did the baby square up? Or you the baby? Yes. Well... there we go. Okay, and then we gotta clean up this habitat because they probably won't like it. Come here, come here. Up. Okay, more short grass. I can do that. And obviously none of these plants, yeah. Perfect. I don't have to do much. Species, African wild dog. Gonna give them some feeders and everything until they're very, very happy. And obviously a food tray. Yeah, a bowl. There we go. There, let's just give them a relatively large shelter, even though there's not that many of them. They've got food, they've got water. Okay, should be fine. Yes, well, it's fine. See, so we already failed this one, but we still have 30 minutes for silver, so we might make that. Right. 2 more habitats, a slightly higher rating, and a few more guests, and then all we need to do is figure out the ship. Which is definitely going to be the worst of them all, but okay. I'm gonna do like 1 habitat here and 1 habitat here, and then I can just have the path go down here. I think that's gonna be the plan. Okay. First, we have to find the animals. If I can get more water buffaloes, that's what I'd use, but... it's barely... okay, well. What is it? I can find an accessible staff room. Okay, well, we need more staff rooms. I can do that. They're all freaking a little at the moment. Facilities, staff rooms. There we go. And then the staff room here, and I guess we might as well put another keeper hut here as well. If it's gonna connect itself to the path. I don't know why they stopped that. I mean, like, look at that. I don't know if the new pathing tool is weird or if it's because the terrain here is a little uneven. But pathing in this scenario is a pain. Okay, no new keeper hut then. Sorry guys, you're gonna get it somewhere else. Oh, okay. So I could of course just put warthogs in here, but I feel like I want to have some, you know, somewhat interesting animals. So I'm gonna grab that African buffalo. Yep, so we can put those down. Right next to our African wild dogs. At which point people might actually walk in this direction, who knows? This is gonna have to be relatively big because the entrance is gonna be around here. I hope they have enough land space on this because it's so much water. But it should be fine. Here we go. Put a door in here and connect those two. Then we're gonna pop our African buffalo in there. And make sure to actually add it to a work zone. Look guys, you have a staff room, you just have to walk there. I know walking is hard, but you can do it. I believe in you. Another keeper hut, and I'm also gonna put a staff room here. To avoid more complaining. We'll have to see if the water and electricity things are okay over here. I don't think so, but... yeah, we need power and something to clean the water as well. One transformer and one water treatment. Done! Oh. Oh, game. Why can't you just leave me be? Yeah, well, then take care of it. The station's open, and it is accessible. Oh, we deleted everything. Well, you know what? That sounds like something I can do too. Because we'll have to rebuild it anyways. And, oh no, they are being relocated already. Good. Let's just wait for that then. I suppose we could even put some money into marketing because we have a lot of money to get more people in. Okay, our zoo rating is up now. Now all we need is... what is it? Why are you... what are you doing down there? Oh, he's stressed. Okay. I suppose you can hide quite well in that area. I don't know, but I'm gonna assume. I'm gonna assume that. Let me guess. Yes, all the warthogs are sick. Of course all the warthogs are sick. Quarantine. Quarantine, quarantine, all the quarantines. All of them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably put up some signs around here. You know, the usual shut up signs for unruly guests. I mean, they do work, you just have to put them up in like everywhere. Like every 2 meters. I'm just gonna leave that there, that's a creative sign. Prime, repair, replace, there we go. And then let's take a look at our African water buffalo and see how those are feeling. Okay, it's enough space, the terrain isn't completely fine, but it's mostly okay. And I get rid of the plants because they don't want any anyways. As I said, I'm rushing through these. I will definitely be doing... okay, we got the guests, perfect. I will definitely be doing some sort of build mode for this map exclusively because it's a really, really nice map and you can build a lot of great things on it. Just, you know, when I'm not on a time and money limit. There we go. These guys should be happy. And then we need one more habitat. That's doable. That is very doable. Gotta find affordable animals that we don't already have. You know what? Why not? Why not? What's going on now? I already quarantined all of you. Why are you still sick? Okay, and they're hungry. Well, they're allowed to be hungry. Okay, we've got grizzlies, we've got flamingos, we've got... we don't have cheetahs, so we also don't have the money for cheetahs. We've got tapirs, camels, I've got tortoises, I've got wild dogs. Okay, so I now need the expensive animals. I also need an expensive animal that I can keep on its own, so not a lion, not a hippo. Probably a cheetah, actually. Yeah, they can live on their own. What are you protesting about again? Chiming. Yeah, because they've been permanently stressed. That's sort of a problem. But I think it's getting better now. Yeah, perfect. So let's see if we can get our hands on a nice cheetah. There, that's fine. And then all we have to do is build a riverboat, which is by far gonna be the worst part of this. Knowing myself, but well. I'm just going with brick. I know that I probably don't need brick because it's like a cheetah and not something, but... you know, whatever. I'm actually really excited about the Australian scenario because you get to take over a zoo and fix it. So, you know, you have a nice balance between like building a new zoo and taking over an old zoo because you get one of each. So whichever one you prefer you can go with and you'll be fine. Also hiring more staff to ensure that all of this runs a little more smooth. With like... there we go, and then we gotta plan our riverboat ride. But I think we should get silver. Unless I spend 30 minutes building a riverboat ride, which I'm gonna attempt not to do that. Okay, come on, bring in my cheetah. You don't need ATMs. ATMs are for cheap people. Or rich people, actually. Why are you hungry? I've got food for you. Give these lads some food. Okay, there we go. No, I suppose it's not finished at the moment because of the happiness, yeah. But that's gonna be fixed in no time. This lad doesn't have a lot of complaints, really. It's good. Yes, cheetah. There we go. I'm gonna get you a little homie. I don't know if these guys can climb, but I'm gonna assume that they can. As in that they try to climb their habitats and such, which some animals do and some don't. And when they do, you want to be a little careful with what you put where. Right, this guy is actually gonna need some sort of access to water because he doesn't have water in his habitat. Yep. Yeah. Perfect, so now all we have to do is build a riverboat transport ride. Yay! Okay, so I think the way this is gonna go is we have to go and build gates. We have to build gates. We have to ensure that we can get through here somehow because we need extra water space, which we won't have anywhere else. So we need one gate here. Doing rough work here. One... obstructed by water volume. Well, what do you mean obstructed by water volume? Of course it's in water volume. So I can't place those in water. Is that what you're saying? How am I supposed to pull a track through there? Is he telling me I have to move all of these away from the water so that the riverboat ride can go through? Because if that's what it's telling me, it's going to be a problem. Because the tapirs need the space. Yeah, like I can't take away all this space from them. I could take away the water space, just need the land space. I could move them like to over here. With the tortoises it's fine. This space I don't use. This I could also cut off. Okay, let's do that then. No, maybe it is doable and I'm just stupid. Yeah, I know, game, chill. Everything's fine, you're just imagining issues right now. Nope, okay, I'm gonna have to pull all of these at a slightly different height. Until we're out of the area that I need. There we go, and then I can connect it. I mean, you know, I was almost expecting something like this to happen, but at the same time I was hoping that it would not happen. Alas, it did. So... there we go. Let's just make sure that all of this is non-climbable. It hasn't escaped, it's fine. You're just thinking that they've escaped. Okay. And next, it's not gonna matter for the tortoises because they don't really need water space. So like I can just do this here. And they should be perfectly fine. They'll even be okay with that much space, I think, because they don't usually need a lot of space. Yeah, see? They're fine. It's close, but they're fine. But I'm gonna have to move the top here. We're gonna go through this water, so I have to cut this off. Which is okay. Biggest issue is going to be this habitat because these animals actually rely on water, but it should still be doable. Like so, maybe? Better make sure to connect those. There we go. Okay, and now I just have to move the top ears. Okay. I'm gonna move them to... why not put them on... they do need access to water. So I have to put them somewhere where they can access here. I have them here. So they're just moving like one room further. Because this little spot here I won't really use, so that's totally fine. See this whole pool here? We're not gonna use that. And then we can make an entrance here and hopefully get a path through here somehow. Malformed path? What malformed path? Why, game? Why? Okay. We're gonna put the entrance over here. Then we're gonna just raise the path up. There we go. Edit work zone. This is now a habitat. This is still a habitat. And these guys here... okay, I still gotta close it before I move them. These here are all going to be moved. Into this habitat. So we gotta wait for that to happen. Are the flamingos still hungry? Yes, why is no one getting them food? Got so many keepers now. Someone should be crafting food. Do you craft food? Suppose. I have how many minutes? 10? 15. That should hopefully work. Not gonna be the prettiest or happiest zoo in the world, but it should work. Okay, I see that the tapirs have been moved because they're unhappy again. That's fine. Okay, yeah, the flamingos are just all hungry. But I called someone to take care of them, so... hopefully that's gonna work, and hopefully someone is gonna move these tapirs sometime soon. And I'm gonna quickly put all the stuff we need for them in here. This episode is gonna be a little longer because I'm gonna complete it here. Which is why, as I said, I'm gonna skip one day because I won't have an episode for that day, probably. So, sorry, but yeah. And then the day after that, it's going to continue. I hope that that's okay for everyone, but like... you know, there are those days where you run out of content because... time. It's just a time management thing, really. Okay, perfect. Now we can go and entirely remove this habitat. And then we should be able to pull our riverboat through there, I hope. If not, I'll have to elongate the tortoise habitat a little. which is okay because the bird's tapir habitat is gone. Gonna remove any plants we don't want and plant a few different ones. South America, tropical, just quickly put some trees in here. So that these guys are a little happier. There we go. I don't really care about much here right now. And then we can go and build a riverboat ride all the way around here. And then like this, which should be enough space. Okay, we have like 10 minutes to build this. So let's be quick about this. Yeah. Which I said let's be fast, but I don't know how to build these. So always been pretty bad at that, so I can't promise anything other than that I'll try to finish it as quickly as possible. There's also some annoying curves in here that I can already see that are going to cause me a headache. But last try to build was that gondola for Mr. Myers, and I still hate it. So there's that. Mostly because it had really weird rules about where you could connect what. See, this curve is going to be an annoying one, but I think it's going to work out. I'm just trying to move this in as... no, in. Okay, the maximum I have is 90 degrees. Fair enough. There we go. I mean, this should definitely be 600 meters at the very least, so we won't have that issue. See, the game even sort of knows what I'm trying to do. When you're not angry at the pathing tool, it's okay, but when you're angry at the pathing tool, it's not. And I'm always angry at the pathing tool. I'm sorry, pathing tool, I know it's not your fault, right? Might have to raise the path if this doesn't work. I wanted to edit the track game. Yeah, okay, so I can't pull this through here because of the path. Suboptimal, but okay. I wanted to delete the path, thank you. There we go. See if we can go around here quite nicely. There we go. You know, I think this would actually make a decent ride in real life. You don't get to see all that many animals, but because I didn't use glass walls. Let's see how we can get through here. There we go, and now we have to connect. Okay, that's done. Then we have to open this, so we have to go onto the station. We have to place an entrance. Place an exit. And we have to connect the entrance to a path of our choosing. This is not how this should go, but whatever. I'm gonna have a slightly weird path here, okay? That's totally fine. There we go. We're done. And we have silver. Alright, that's it. I hope you liked this, and I hope I'll see you again for the other scenario in Australia the day after tomorrow.